Hello again, and today we'll be looking at changing this into this. Well, welcome back. Today we're looking at changing the lights. I've always thought that this looked more like it had a candle inside it rather than a light bulb, and this LED bulb looks much more modern and capable in my eyes. So we're going to go through how you get these things changed, have a look at the bulbs. I'm going to change the side light bulbs as well, and I'm also going to look at a method of making getting to these things a bit easier. Okay, so first of all let's go through the bulbs I'm going to be using. These are going to be the side light replacements. These are just an LED version of a normal side light bulb, so one of them for each side, and the headlight bulbs are these. So this is LED again with a little fan assembly on the back to help with the heat, and it's got a plug on the end, so this I suppose simulates the back of the normal H4 bulb which would be in there, one of which I've got. So I've already swapped one of these to show you the difference at the start of the video. So that is replaced by this. So the flying lead that would go on the back of your bulb just goes onto this plug, and that obviously you can see it's got the three-pronged mounting plate, same as this has. So I'm going to jack up the car, take the wheel off, and then that'll give us access to the panel inside the wing. Brilliant design. And we'll take that off and we'll see what's inside. And we're in the wheel arch, and I've already taken off the cover. I'll use my torch here so you can see. I've taken off the cover that's normally on these. It's a really low rent affair, just another piece of fiberglass cut in a circle, screwed on and then Sikaflexed up to protect it from the elements. Not one of TVR's great design considerations, I don't think, but through here, if I use the torch, you can see that this one has already got the LED lamp installed. I do need to change the side light for an LED, so I'll show you doing that, but it is really easy. You just unplug the halogen, plug the adapter, if we can find it. Found it now. So here's the adapter. So the bit that's pointing towards us with the wires coming out, that's the bit that would have plugged on the back of the bulb, but now plugged into it instead is the end of the lead which goes to the LED lamp, and this one that's dangling down here with the red and yellow wire is the side light bulb. Now this one I'm going to also change to that's the socket for the side light bulb, and I'm going to put an LED one in that first. Okay, so here's the old side light, the incandescent one, and here's the LED one. So a lot whiter, doesn't seem to spread about the lens as much. I might have a look at the placement of that, but I'm going to go on the other side now and replace those two. Okay, so one of my plans was to make a better access system than this, which is quite frankly ridiculous. You know, if you're on the side of the road, it's raining, you need to change your headlamp bulb. Really? I've got to take out 4 screws, take the bloody wheel off for God's sake, which is bad enough, and then disassemble this and then have to hand some Sikaflex to stick it back on again. Methinks not. So my initial plan was to use something like this. This is a boat hatch, so this centre section unscrews, and then ba-boom, access to headlights. Unfortunately this one has ended up being too big. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I bought this size, which I thought was going to be right, but unfortunately it's massive, it's just too big. I mean, look. So the hole on mine is about 125 mil, and I thought I'll go a bit bigger because then I'll have better access, but this one has turned out to be just way oversized, so I'm going to order another one, or a set of two, and then we'll revisit that in a future video, I think. Okay, so here we go, panel is back on, screwed in. Doesn't that look lovely? So I'm not going to seal this up because obviously I intend to take this back off again pretty soon and replace it with something better. So wheel back on and round to the other side now. Right, over to the passenger side now. I've pre-loosened these wheel nuts while the car's still on the ground. Obviously when it's up in the air trying to undo those wheel nuts, all I would do is just spin the wheel round. And I've also started to jack the car up, so for something as quick as this, I jack it. I aim for the bolt that comes through down on the outrigger here. My opinion is that's plenty strong enough for something like this. And then jack it up and take the wheel off. Now you might think telling people this is pretty obvious, you know, any idiot knows you need to loosen the nuts off, but the whole intention of me making these films is for people that are maybe don't do this kind of thing on their car, and I'm encouraging that they actually could. So I make no apology for including what some people think is stupid stuff. Okay, so here we are on the passenger side. You can see that the highly trained specialist that worked on my car last didn't even bother to put that screw back in and didn't seal it with anything, so thank you for that. So I'm going to take the other screws out and then we'll have a look inside. Another handy tip actually when taking these off is to scratch a orientation arrow. Just makes it easier for when you put it back on so you can get it right first time. Okay, so we'll do a bit of cave diving. So there's the indicator, the back of the indicator, that these two wing nuts here, so there and there, you can do. These two wing nuts, they're the wing nuts that hold the light assembly on. These long screws here are for adjusting the headlight. There's some more at the top. You can see maybe one there. And the bulb, can we get in to see it? So that's the back of the bulb, and below it is the side light bulb. Now to hold the headlight bulb in, there's two springy metal clips which you have to pull together towards each other, and then they move away to one side, and then the headlight bulb can come out. The side light bulb is just a push fit with like there's like an earth, like a springy copper thing which is the earth, which you just pull it out past that. So I'll take the two bulbs out now. Okay, so I've changed the side light bulb, put that back in. Here's the H4 headlamp bulb. I'm going to pull the socket off the back. Now always be careful never to touch the glass part of the bulb on halogens. If you do that, you tend to put a fingerprint on, and that becomes a heat point which will probably make the bulb fail pretty shortly in the future. So hold it by the base, take the plug off, we'll plug in the new one, and I'm going to store this one and just wrap a piece of card or something and then secure it with tape over the glass part, so you can then use that as a spare in case the LED ever fails. Okay, so here's the two headlight bulbs with card and tape put on them. These will go in the boot as spares so that in 25 years when the LED fails I can use one of these temporarily till I get home. Okay, so it's probably a good idea at this point to check the state of the socket, so let's have a look at this one. TVR wiring is marginal at best, and if this looks okay, I mean this is a little bit worn, but you see some of these and they're all melted and, you know, going black. That's probably the time at which you should probably replace it, but this one looks okay, so we'll plug in the new LED. Okay, as you can see now we've got the LED bulb, and that cable just plugs into the old socket. Now comes the awkward part. The back of a normal H4 hasn't got all these gubbins hanging off the back of it, so it can be a bit of a battle getting the two clips over it. You can do it, it's easy to do, it just takes a bit of application, so you need to make sure you get this the right way up. Okay, when you fit in the bulb, to orientate it you can see that there's these pins. These two closer together and look a bit smaller, go at the bottom where this flat is on the piece of the plate, metal plate, and the bigger one goes at the top. So you push it in that orientation and then put the clips on it. Okay, I'm going to try and show you the clips. Yeah, you can see them there, look. I'll just zoom in a bit. These are the clips, and they fit into like a little metal shape to hold them in place, and they push against the back plate of the bulb here. So they're hinged on the left there. They hold the back plate of the bulb and then fit into those two little hooks and hold them in place, and this thing here with the red wires is the side light bulb. Okay, so time to test them now. Okay, so here are the side light bulbs. That side and that side. And here are the headlights. Nice and white. Probably not as bright as the camera makes them look, but they are bright. Look much better. And we'll try the headlamps now, the full beam. This is full beam. You can't really tell from this shot. You can tell more from where it is on the wall. I'll just try and show you. So if you look at the light on the wall there, you can see it goes higher, especially over there. So that's pretty much it. So just going to put the wheel on and put the car back down. May have to go for a test drive. You know what it's like.